differences in appearance depending on stove size. When you take a photo with a single stove, don't you think that the image will look the same no matter which stove you use? The stove size, the distance between the stove and the subject, the direction of the stove, and other factors can all affect the impression you get. In this video, I will tell you about the differences in the size of the stove surface. The subject is a very elegant lady, so I want to take a slightly close shot. First, I will apply Godox AD200 directly to the subject without using a softbox. Because the stove has a small area to emit light, the light is very hard. It feels like the highlights and shadows are clearly separated. The highlights become flat and the shadows become very dark, making it impossible to make women look beautiful. Next, use a 70 cm round softbox. The stove I use is a Comet B360 and the Speedbox 70 softbox. The stove should be as close to the subject as possible. The distance between the softbox and the subject is about 50 centimeters. The larger the area emitted by a stove, the softer the light quality. Furthermore, by moving the softbox closer to the subject, the light becomes softer and looks pretty good. However, when the light is moved closer to the subject, the contrast becomes a little stronger and the shadows become darker. This time, I will use a round stove with a large 150 cm softbox. The softbox used is a Godox AD300 with a 4 larger 150 softbox. Again, I try to get the stove as close to the subject as possible. The light became even softer. It looks very nice. However, this time I wanted to take a cool shot, so the shadows were a little too bright than I expected. So I would like to make them a little darker. To make the shadow area even darker, place a large black reflector close to the shadow side. It gave me the image of a cool woman like I thought. Light quality changes depending on the size of the stove surface. When shooting soft images, use a softbox as large as possible. If you want to take a hard, cool image, you can use the stove directly. Change the size of the stove surface while using the softbox to suit the image you have in mind. It looks good, doesn't it?